Jackie, and I'm here with the lovely Charlotte Sands, Day
Hi.
2 of Riot Fest. How are you hanging in so far?
I am loving every minute of it. Couldn't be happier.
Excellent. I love starting off with some weird questions. I feel like Riot Fest is such a weird festival,
Yeah.
such a mix of different things.
Fire away.
If you could pick someone to put on Mount Rushmore, who would you pick?
Bonnie Raitt. Our founding father, Bonnie Raitt. I'm a huge folk singer-songwriter fan, so I'm a huge Bonnie Raitt fan, huge like blues fan. She's incredible. So I do like Sheryl Crow. We gotta throw some like women in there, some influential singer-songwriter women. The root of everything.
See, this is a very weird question, but I'm always learning more about artists through who they pick because it's never who I
Do
would
people
imagine.
usually put people that are like influential to them, or is it normally just like a random person?
I feel like it's usually the more straightforward, like historical figures.
Oh.
But then every once in a while, no. But then I got
I'm like,
I got
who
Jerry
deserves to be a
Garcia
founding-
before,
Oh, there we go.
so like we're
In my mind, I'm like a founding father of my life.
I like that.
Sheryl Crow, Bonnie Raitt.
I like that.
They
No,
deserve
that
it, you know?
definitely fits. But speaking of faces, you've collaborated with a ton of faces in the pop punk scene. Who are some of the folks that you've recently collaborated with?
I just had a song come out with Sleeping with Sirens and Kellen Quinn, who I have been a huge fan of my entire existence, and I'm absolutely honored that they even let me be a part of a song with them. We literally shot a music video for it in like a venue bathroom, and it was epic. I love them so much. And then I did a song with The Maine and Taking Back Sunday, who also, like, my whole middle school, high school life was about those bands and about all of their friends and bands and all this stuff. So, like, the fact that I'm in that community now and, like, get to hang out with those people, it's, like, really insane to me. Aaron Gillespie of Under Oath.
Yes.
I just really, like, feel like I have a melting pot of influences and people, and I'm just been really, really blessed to be able to work with them. And
Yeah, such a who's who of Warped Tour, and like that's so such a foundation right now. I think that's awesome.
Absolutely, yeah.
What are some of the benefits of collaborating with other artists?
honestly, I feel like the biggest benefit is like just getting pushed outside of your comfort zone. I mean, with the main song I did, we recorded my vocals over like FaceTime or Zoom because we were obviously in this pandemic. They live in Arizona. I was in Nashville, but John and Pat from the main FaceTime me like during it, and so that they could just like walk me through what parts they wanted. And it was honestly all John being like, you should try and hit the octave of that, what you're doing right now. And I was like, no, I can't hit that. And he was like, no, you can. Just like hit it.
Just
and
do
I was
it.
like, my hero, John, is like watching me record vocals right now. Like, I'm like, I was like, this is horrible. Oh my God, I'm going to like embarrass myself. But then finally after a while, I just like went for it and I did it. And like now that's like the climax of the song.
Yeah.
And it's like the big part where like I look for now is like, and now I sing all the songs that I'm releasing now in that key. And it's just because somebody like pushed me and like was like, no, you can do this, just do it. And like, you're capable of it. And I think that's been the biggest thing. Aaron Gillespie is one of the best songwriters I've ever worked with. And like people see him as like the drummer of Under Oath, you know, and a lot of people don't realize that he is like a phenomenal songwriter. And he's written like so many songs on my EP, and like we have features together. And so even like experiences like that where you're just like, oh, like this is, he's such like a multi-dimensional person and
Really
artist.
is.
And so like he's pushed me in so many ways as a person, as an artist, as a creator. Everybody just is expanding my life and my catalog of music and my experiences. It's been really wonderful, yeah.
But you also have lots of music out solo.
Yes.
So tell me about your latest single, Tantrum, and why that was so important and meaningful to you.
Yeah, Tantrum is so fun because it was honestly never really a song that I thought I was going to release. I wrote it and I loved it, but it was like pretty heavy compared to the stuff that I was releasing at the time. And we started playing it live just as the intro song on my tours and my shows, and the fans and like the audience of the shows like connected to it so much, and they were like forcing me to release it. And like I've never really had an experience like that where people were like, we're waiting for this song, we're waiting for this song, we're waiting for this song. And so finally I was just like, okay, like I guess I should trust them and their judgment. They're the reason that I'm here in the first place, so I'm going to trust their judgment. And I released it, and it's been so fun because now they get to like actually listen to the song and then like know the words, sing it live, and experience the whole 360 thing of it. And so I'm really, really grateful that it's out in the world, and it's just been such a fun. That's definitely like the fan song, so it's like I'm really pumped about it. It's been really fun.
So with 7 songs that you've released from your bedroom during all of the chaos, Are there plans to make an album, or is there a need to at this point?
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I think that, like, society and listeners right now are really, they really love, like, the quick content and the quick songs. And as much as that, like, sucks sometimes as, like, a creator, as somebody who wants to create full-length projects, I really do understand it. I mean, like, I think that I need to get to a point in my career where I, like, earned an album. And I've always said that I was like, everyone needs to earn an album. You need to earn, like, the 30 minutes or the 45 minutes or the hour that somebody's going to listen front to back of something. And, like, I think there's different scales as an artist of, like, oh, I think I could hold like 20 minutes of attention in somebody's car while they're listening to go to their friend's house. They'll listen to 20 minutes, or they'll listen to 5 minutes, or they'll listen to one song, you know? And I think that, like, I'm gauging that of, like, what I think people, what I've earned at this point, or what I think people are willing to, like, listen to, the length of time that they're willing to, like, focus on me. But I genuinely I've always just been like, I think I'll know the minute that I'm like, okay, I think I could release a whole album and I think people will care about it. Because I just want people to care, and I want it to be the right moment. And so I think that it's important to just do that stuff, like, in the right timing. But right now I'm having so much fun. I get to just, like, pick a random song, and I have been releasing everything just with, like, the feeling of, like, what's next and what's right in that moment. And that's been a really cool experience, because I don't have to be, like, a year out from an album. I get to be like, what do I want to put out in 2 months? This song feels really good right now. I'm going to put this out, you know, and it's easier that way.
It's really interesting to see how the music scene has evolved in the last couple of years, where, you know, traditionally it was, you've got to put out an album, and then you got to hurry up and put out the next one.
And you're touring for, like, 5 years,
Yeah, very interesting.
I know it's changed so much, but I'm really grateful. I'm grateful people listen at all, so.
Well, considering the virality of Dress, do you feel like an urge or a pressure to keep putting out digital content in order to kind of keep that momentum going, or is it more organic?
I mean, I definitely enjoy it. Like, I enjoy everything I'm doing. I enjoy the content we make. There's definitely a pressure of, like I'll spend 6 hours making a video and put it out, and it could not perform well, and then I'm expected to release put out another video in, like, 30 minutes, you know, because it's like you got to keep up so quickly. But I think that right now it's like I feel really grateful for the fact that we have technology, and, like, that the fact that I'm able to reach an audience that, like, a lot of artists and bands weren't able to reach so easily. They had to tour for 7 years to build the fan base that I'm able to build off social media alone in a few months. And, like, all it takes is, like, a few moments, and that can change your entire career. And so as much as it sucks sometimes, and I do think that, like, it's hurt a lot of, like, the creativity and, like, the organic feeling of the music industry, I'm really thankful for the fact that it's like, why do people on TikTok not deserve to, like, get the same music or experience the same feelings and experience those things, like, just because they weren't at the live show? You know, there's still people who want to find a place, and there's still people who want to find a community. And I think however I'm reaching people, I'm just grateful I'm reaching them, and however I get to them, I'm thankful for it. So, yeah.
And touring is another great way to connect with fans.
Absolutely.
How does your set list for Riot Fest compare to your touring set list? Is it any different?
Yeah, it's completely different. My touring set is about an hour long. My Riot Fest set was about 30 minutes. So we basically plucked out all, like, the heavy hitters from my tour, and, like, just do those all in a row for Riot, just because we want to have, like, a good time, a high energy. And then for my headlining tour, we have a lot of, like, we have a middle, like, intermission moment of just, like, acoustic songs and songs I don't really get to perform very often because we don't really have the set time, or it's not, like, the right energy, obviously. Like, I don't want to break out, like, acoustic guitar and play, like, a 30-minute set here. Honestly, it could be fucking cool. So
know.
Who knows? But I'm really, really grateful that I get to, like, play so many songs for such a long amount of time, and get to curate an entire experience for my tour. And then we get to come to, like, things like this that feel like summer camp, and we just get to, like, rock out and have a sick time, and just, like, all have a lot of fun and play all the heaters and do the thing, you know?
How has the Love and Other Lies tour been so far? What are some highlights?
It's been absolutely amazing. I mean, it's the first time in my entire career that I haven't been able to, like, make excuses for why people are in the venue. Every other tour I've been like, oh, it's probably because they're here for the headliner. Oh, they, like, accidentally showed up, or I don't know why they're wearing my merch. Probably somebody gave them that on the street. You know, like, I would always be like, this is so weird. So now I'm like, every single show I'm like, oh, there's no one after me. Like, this is so weird. And then they'll sing songs that I released, like, 2 years before, and I'm like, I don't even know the lyrics to this song that well. Like, how do you guys know this? And so it is, like, constantly just a reminder of, like, an incredible last few years, and like I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for like all the bands that have had me on songs and shows and all of that, because it's truly changed my life, and these shows have been so incredible. The people I've met have changed me as a person and as an artist and as a creator, and have influenced and impacted my entire life. So it's been like 10 out of 10 experience. We're only 6 shows in. We have like 23 left, and I'm like already have like separation anxiety from it. So I'm already emotional about it being over, and we're like not even a fifth of the way through.
We'll get you back to it though soon.
There we go.
Promise.
As long as I can come back.
Yeah, you've opened for some pretty incredible acts as well. MCR, just to name like the biggest one first, right?
That's like one of the coolest moments of my entire life. I opened for My Chem in London in like a stadium. That was
awesome.
One of the crazy. Like I still to this day, I'm like, was that just like made up? Like, did I just like dream that? Did someone just convince me that
How did you react
happened?
when you got that call?
Oh, I was an absolute mess. I got a call that they were like I was on the list, and I have a video of us all in the van. It was while we were touring. I think we were on the Youngblood tour, and we were literally like in the van, and it was all of us just like freaking out, being like, there's no way. I was like, everybody, don't get your hopes up. It's not going to happen, which is fine, but at least I'm considered. That's cool enough. That's already a win. And then when we got the call that like it actually was happening, I was like, this has to be a mistake. Like they messed up the name of the actual artist. I mean, always. And then it was one of the most incredible experiences of my life. I'm so grateful. We did a headlining show over there as well, and like, yeah, the whole thing has just been amazing. I'm such a My Chem fan, and like, there's so many artists here that I'm such a fan of. I'm just like genuinely feel so lucky to be in the same space as them and just get to witness them do what they are doing, and it's awesome.
But it's also clear that you fit in with those people on these lineups.
That makes me feel sick.
We're gonna
so
get
grateful
you to like accept that in one way or
Thank
another.
you. I'm trying very hard to be like, okay, I should be here. It's just so hard. They're so incredible. Like, I mean, even the music in the background, I think is Jaden, and he's just incredible. Every artist I see, I'm just like, damn, you are like made for this. You know, it's such a cool thing to experience.
Are you.
Thank you.
There you go. What's up next for you after Riot Fest? More tour?
More tour. We have like 6 weeks left, so we're heading to like I think like Salt Lake City, and we're gonna do West Coast shows, all of LA, California, Seattle, all of that fun stuff, and then East Coast, which is where I'm from, so I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited to do like New York and Boston are sold out, so I'm pumped to do like my hometown show and stuff. I've been waiting to do that for years. And yeah, so we're just enjoying it. We're just hanging out, and we're doing ACL in October maybe, and then yeah, it's just gonna be really wild. We have the best crew ever. I have the best team ever. I have the best people around me, so it could not be better. I am so excited. Yeah.
Excellent. We'll get excited for much more from Charlotte Sands. This is Jackie.
Thanks
to In the Key of